Roman Reigns allies himself with Jacob Fatu. WWE made last-minute changes during John Cena's pipe bomb segment. WWE confirms the official name of Seth Rollins' faction. An unfortunate update on a WWE show after Booker T walked out. Liv Morgan was set to turn babyface. A 34-year-old star asked for his WWE release. Naomi will fail her Money in the Bank cash-in. Drew McIntyre opens up on how banged up he is. MJF admits he hates his AEW job. A WWE insider is influencing top storyline more than Triple H. Cody Rhodes is turning heel at Night of Champions. Let's dive right in. WWE made last-minute changes during John Cena's pipe bomb segment. On the June 20th episode of SmackDown, WWE made a quick change during John Cena's fiery pipe bomb promo after fans noticed CM Punk lying still in the ring for an uncomfortably long stretch. In a recent WrestleVotes Q&A, inside sources explained that the scene wasn't meant to go that way, but someone backstage stepped in mid-segment to make it feel more realistic. It's funny you say that because I heard on Saturday that if you go back and rewatch the segment, you'll see after about 5 minutes of him laying there, a referee slides into the ring to check on him. I heard they did that to make it seem less cringy that he was just lying there. So that wasn't supposed to be the case. But someone in the back said, he can't just lay there for 10 minutes, send somebody out. And that's what they did. Cena tore into Punk during the segment, dubbing him Mr. TKO and tossing out names like Claudio Castagnoli, Nick Nemeth, and Matt Cardona to heat things up. The promo got the crowd roaring, but Punk's long stay on the mat raised some eyebrows until the referee's check-in made it look more legit. That last-minute call was a smart move, as fans later said Punk lying there for nearly 10 minutes without it could have taken the shine off Cena's killer promo. The bad blood between Cena and Punk is still boiling, and Cena's set to defend his undisputed WWE Championship against Punk at Night of Champions on June 28th, riding high after ripping Punk apart with words and fists on SmackDown. WWE confirms the official name of Seth Rollins' faction. Since the Raw following WrestleMania 41, Seth Rollins and his villainous faction have been running roughshod over the WWE roster. The Visionary, who won the 2025 Money in the Bank ladder match, is dead set on taking control of the company. Recently, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed attacked LA Knight, putting him out of action. Despite their dominance, WWE hadn't given the group an official name until now. Fans online have tossed around ideas for what to call them, but a new report suggests the company has settled on a name. WWE recently filed a trademark for The Oracle, and a fan on X pointed out it likely ties to Rollins' heel stable. Corey Hayes from Body Slam hinted on X that the trademark is indeed for Rollins Group, possibly becoming their official TV name. It's related to Rollins Group, Hayes wrote on X. On the Rebooked podcast, former WWE star Aiden English threw out his own idea for the faction's name, suggesting the Vision would fit their goal perfectly. I have the name. I'm surprised that I didn't see this more often, and this isn't even a stop I'm joking moment. The follow-up promo on Raw, Seth Rollins, started his promo with, "This is my vision. They should be the Vision. This is my vision of how WWE should be run. The Vision, I think, could be a very cool name," English said. It's exciting to see what's in store for Mr. Money in the Bank and his crew on WWE TV. They've racked up enemies like Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Penta, and LA Knight, and their next move is sure to shake things up. An unfortunate update on a WWE show after Booker T walked out. WWE Hall of Famer Booker T stirred up drama by storming out during the Season 2 premiere of WWE LFG, and now a grim update shows the show's performance took a hit. Booker T returned as a legend for the second season alongside Bubba Ray Dudley and The Undertaker, with Michelle McCool stepping in as a new mentor, replacing Mickie James. The premiere last Sunday ended on a tense note, with the 5-time WCW World Champion walking out, upset over McCool getting the first 2 draft picks and still bitter about not winning Season 1. Now, the ratings for WWE LFG's Season 2 opener are in, and they're rough. Programming Insider reported just 114,000 viewers tuned in, with a 0.04 rating in the 18 to 49 age group. The report noted a steep 28.75% drop in overall viewers compared to the first season's premiere, and the key 18 to 49 demographic plummeted by a staggering 80.0%. It's a tough start, and all eyes are on whether Episode 2 can turn things around. Meanwhile, Booker T has been vocal about another WWE event. With WrestleMania as the only 2-night premium live event until SummerSlam's first 2-night show in New Jersey this August, Booker T thinks the All-Women's Evolution PLE should also get 2 nights. You got so many women on the roster. We talk about it right now as far as the women's division being pretty much the hottest division that we've ever seen, really. We've got so many talented women that need to be showcased. I just feel like There should be more light shined on women wrestling. The women really are, man, the heartbeat of professional wrestling right now. They really, truly are. And I just say, give them their props, Booker T said on Busted Open Radio. Evolution 2 is set for July 13th at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, a Sunday PLE following Saturday night's main event the day before. Liv Morgan was set to turn babyface. Liv Morgan's recent injury has thrown WWE's plans into chaos, scrapping what could have been a major shift in her character. The Judgment Day star dislocated her shoulder just seconds into her match against Kairi Sane on Raw last week, and WWE has confirmed she'll be out for months. The timing couldn't be worse for her or the company. Morgan was already in feuds with Sky and Nikki Bella, but a big mixed tag team match was also in the works. According to Corey Hayes of Body Slam, WWE had plans for Morgan and Dominic Mysterio to team up against Roxanne Perez and Finn Balor, signaling a major babyface turn for the on-screen couple. One of the plans included further turmoil within Judgment Day, leading to Liv and Dominic facing off against Roxanne and Finn. Inside sources had earlier reported that this mixed tag match was being eyed for SummerSlam 2025. For now, WWE must push forward without Morgan, weaving Perez into the Judgment Day's storylines. PView Insider reports that Roxanne Perez will step into Morgan's spot, teaming with Raquel Rodriguez for the women's tag team title push, though WWE might wait until after Night of Champions to make it official. In a twist, Perez could try to steal Dominic Mysterio from Morgan, echoing last year's drama. When Morgan returns, WWE could stick to the original plan, with her and Dirty Dom turning babyface to take on Perez and Balor. But as history shows with Mysterio ditching Rhea Ripley, he might betray Morgan for someone new. It's anyone's guess what'll happen when she's back, but the Judgment Day's story is sure to heat up in the meantime. A 34-year-old star asked for his WWE release. WWE has parted ways with several stars recently, some released outright while others saw their contracts expire. Eddie Thorpe, whose real name is Carl Fredericks, left the company last month and has now shared that he was the one who asked to be let go. Thorpe joined WWE in 2023 after cutting his teeth in New Japan Pro Wrestling. During his time in NXT, he had intense rivalries with Trick Williams and D-Jack, and even challenged for the NXT Championship multiple times, though he never won it. His 2-year run with WWE ended last month when his contract was terminated. While many thought WWE cut him, Thorpe clarified on X that he chose to leave, explaining he wanted to pursue something more meaningful in life. The Bullet Club, one of pro wrestling's most iconic villain groups, has seen many big names pass through its ranks. Thorpe, now a free agent, recently got an offer from his former NJPW colleague Connors to join the faction. Since leaving WWE, Thorpe has stayed out of the ring, but many believe he might return to NJPW, with the Bullet Club as a potential landing spot. Nothing is set in stone yet regarding his next move. Thorpe, 34, is dating Dakota Kai, who was also recently released from WWE, and the couple might decide their next steps together. Naomi will fail her Money in the Bank cash-in. A top SmackDown star, Jade Cargill, is convinced Naomi's Money in the Bank cash-in will crash and burn if one key event unfolds after Night of Champions. Naomi and Cargill, once close allies, have been locked in a fierce rivalry since Elimination Chamber 2025. They clashed in a singles match at WrestleMania 41, where Cargill came out on top. Most thought their feud would wrap up there, but the two have kept trading shots week after week on WWE's Blue brand. Naomi currently holds the Money in the Bank briefcase, while Cargill is gearing up to face Asuka in the Queen of the Ring tournament final. If Cargill wins at Night of Champions, she'll earn a shot at the world title, and if she claims that gold, Naomi's likely to come gunning for her. On a recent Raw recap, host Megan Morant brought up Naomi's threat to Cargill and asked if she was concerned. Cargill fired back, mocking Naomi by comparing her to the fast-running cartoon character Speedy Gonzalez. The former TBS champion said Naomi should be the one scared, claiming the Glow's sneak attacks won't help her cash in successfully if Cargill becomes champion. You ask me, she's Speedy Gonzalez. So, you tell me what I should be afraid of? If anything, she should be afraid of me. She always sneak attacks me. That's what she's great at. She's a specialist in that. I think that she's great. She's great at running. So, should I be worried? No, I'm not worried about anything. This is what I do. I'm gonna go out there and deliver and, I wish her the best. It sounds like a failed cash-in to me, she said. After earning her spot in the Queen of the Ring final, Cargill posted on Instagram, sharing photos from Raw and declaring her focus on capturing WWE Gold. You feel that? That's me shifting the atmosphere. Next stop, Gold, Cargill wrote. It's anyone's guess who'll win between Cargill and Asuka in the Queen of the Ring final at Night of Champions, but the stakes are high for both Naomi and Cargill's future. Drew McIntyre opens up on how banged up he is. Drew McIntyre's break from WWE TV isn't wrapping up anytime soon. During a recent WrestleVotes Q&A on Sportskeeda Wrestle Binge, inside sources confirmed there's nothing planned for the former WWE champion's return, leaving him off the screen for now. Nothing on the pipeline recently, which tells me it's not imminent. When he's ready, if I was booking, I'd put him right on the top. I think the guy deserves it, and you could tell. When he's not on TV, like as of late, the show is lacking a little bit. So when he's ready, you put him right back in that main event scene. McIntyre hasn't been seen since his grueling steel cage match against Damian Priest at Saturday night's main event on May 24th, where Priest laid him out with a brutal con chair 2 before strolling out of the cage, leaving McIntyre down and out. Early rumors suggested he might be off filming a Hollywood project, but that's not true. His absence is all about recovering from injuries and taking personal time away from WWE's demanding schedule. In a candid chat with Jay Reddick of the Orlando Sentinel, McIntyre opened up about the toll his body's taken. "I can't turn my head all the way left yet," he admitted, showing he's still healing. McIntyre said, "Dealing with pain is just part of being an athlete, but this time he's taking it seriously. Working hurt is just what happens if you're an athlete, especially as the years go by. If you're injured, it is something to take care of. Maybe back in the day we would have taped it up and gone with it. In the past, I have worked with muscle tears and breaks, which isn't the most sensible thing. But the way we operate now, you want to last for the long run." Without McIntyre's star power, WWE's shows feel a bit empty, and fans are itching for his comeback. But for now, there's no sign of him returning anytime soon. MJF admits he hates his AEW job. AEW is hyping up a jam-packed Dynamite tonight, but one star isn't feeling the vibe. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Just hours before the show, MJF took to Twitter to rip into his job and the state of Washington, not pulling any punches in his classic no-filter style. "Every time I land in the state of Washington, I get this feeling of intense dread. It's easily in my top 5 least favorite states. Just a horrible place filled with gross hipsters, shitty weather, and a horrible airport. Just truly bad vibes. I hate my job." MJF's raw comments come right before Dynamite hits the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington. AEW is building toward All In Texas next month with a big card featuring Kota Ibushi's return against Trent Beretta, men's and women's casino gauntlet qualifying matches, and the Hurt Syndicate showing up after their recent beatdown of Mystico. But MJF's harsh words about his job are grabbing headlines, showing he's not afraid to speak his mind, even if it means trashing his own workplace. Ringside News will have live play-by-play coverage of tonight's show in their AEW Dynamite hub. Stay tuned to Ringside News for more updates, as more news could drop before the event. Do you think MJF's tweet was just him playing his character, or is he genuinely fed up? A WWE insider is influencing top storyline more than Triple H. Veteran wrestling journalist Bill Apter recently weighed in on Triple H's role in WWE's creative direction, while Paul Heyman's new alliance with Seth Rollins has sparked some talk. On this week's Raw, Penta and Braun Breaker clashed in an intense, hard-hitting match. The masked luchador started strong, dazzling with his high-flying moves, but Breaker took control late, nailing a crushing spear to seal the victory. During the unscripted podcast with Dr. Chris Featherstone, Apter hinted that Paul Heyman might be pulling strings behind the scenes. He noted that Triple H, as chief content officer, has a packed plate, so the writing team likely pushed Breaker to win due to his ties with Heyman and Rollins. Paul Levesque is not sitting in an office writing scripts. That's not what he does there. They've got a committee of writers. I would assume Paul Heyman has a hand in this too. I really think he does. We're gonna take Braun Breaker and put him with Penta tonight. What should we do with them? Well, Paul's group has got to stay strong, so Braun is going to go over. What does it mean for Penta? Are we not thinking that his value is devalued a bit at that point? Post-match, Rollins stormed to the ring and mocked Penta, claiming he'd crush the luchador if they faced off next. It'll be worth watching how Triple H and the creative team help Penta regain his spark after this setback. Cody Rhodes is turning heel at Night of Champions. Cody Rhodes, known as the American Nightmare, has been WWE's ultimate good guy since his 2022 return, winning hearts with his clean-cut image. But lately, fans have been wondering if he's ready to flip the script and go bad. Rhodes is riding high as one of the roster's top heroes, preparing for a massive clash against his old friend and mentor, Randy Orton, in the King of the Ring tournament finals at Night of Champions. On the unscripted podcast with Dr. Chris Featherstone, veteran journalist Bill Apter suggested now might be the perfect moment for Rhodes to turn heel. Apter pointed to Rhodes' own comments at a fan convention where he hinted his days as a fan favorite could be nearing an end, making Night of Champions the ideal stage for a darker, ruthless Cody. Cody is taking on Randy Orton, one of his best friends, at Night of Champions. By hook or by crook, Cody is going to win. He's going to become the king, He's going to become snobby and maybe become that second part of a heel run. He said somewhere, I read on the internet, he said at some convention, that he thinks his babyface run may be coming to an end. I think this would be a great time to do that. With such a high-stakes battle looming at Night of Champions, all eyes are on whether Rhodes will unleash a sinister side, using dirty tricks to claim the King of the Ring crown. Roman Reigns allies himself with Jacob Fatu. Roman Reigns, the WWE legend known as the OTC, hasn't been seen on TV since the Raw after WrestleMania 41, where his wiseman, Paul Heyman, betrayed him to join forces with Seth Rollins. On that same night, Reigns was brutally attacked by Rollins and Braun Breaker, putting him out of action. Hall of Fame journalist Bill Apter recently shared on WrestleVote's Q&A on Sportskeeda WrestleBinge that Reigns is set to return at SummerSlam, but not to chase Rollins. Instead, Apter predicts Reigns will dive into a new chapter by aligning with former Bloodline member Jacob Fatu. The Bloodline saga began with Reigns, and Apter sees it fitting for him to steer it toward its end by focusing on family ties with Fatu. I think we're going to see him make an appearance at SummerSlam. It might be unannounced, but I think there's going to be something to do with him in a positive way, with Jacob Fatu. With him helping out Jacob Fatu. I'm going to call them the SSP, the Samoan Superpowers, and that's what I think is going to happen. He's going to ally himself with Jacob Fatu, Apter said. As WWE builds toward SummerSlam, the company is first gearing up for Night of Champions this weekend. The show is expected to feature a blockbuster main event with CM Punk challenging John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship, while Jacob Fatu defends his United States title against Solo Sikoa.